Real estate can be tough depending on how much risk you take, but scared money don't make money. And a lot of times you go and take on a risky project and everybody's telling you not to do it, or you have you have a project and you have a really high monthly carry. For example, let's just say you borrowed $1 million to do a project, you're paying 6 or 7 grand a month of just debt service, and then you're also doing an additional $100,000 of renovations, and things get delayed and things cost more money, and then you're maybe I can't find a buyer, or maybe I can't find anybody to lease this place. And it's a lot of stress. It's definitely not, hey, I make 10 grand a month, I go sit down at a desk, I make 10 grand a month after taxes, I have health insurance, I go home at 5, I, grab a beer or a glass of wine, play with my kids and eat dinner, and they go to sleep, and then I watch a movie and conk out and wake up and go do the same thing every day. And then maybe next year I could bring home, 10,500 a month after taxes. Real estate, if you want to be a real estate entrepreneur, you got to be ready to take the good with the bad. And you got to have those oh shit moments that you're going to deal with as you progress through your career. And to put things in perspective, for example, I have, I don't know, maybe a 30, $40,000 a month carry on a building I bought. Really didn't need to buy it. But at this point in my career, nobody else is outfitted to take on a risk as such, and to beautify the building and get all the homeless people out of it and make it an ecosystem and put the right tenants in place was something that was near and dear to my heart. I'm taking it on and I'm doing it. And I have plenty of cash to do it. I've got, but it's me borrowing from myself, getting a HELOC on my house and borrowing from a wealthy friend. And yes, I have a chunky portfolio. It's a decent size and everything, but it doesn't mean that I'm not at risk. And partnering with, co-work private office company, and what's my vacancy going to be? I have no idea. I've got a restaurant going in, which is fantastic. I've got a spa and massage in there. Things are going great, but it's a big risk. And I remember when my dad was telling me a story, I think I was like in my early 20s. I'm 39 now, where, they immigrated from Poland in the early 80s. And he was telling me how one day he talked to my mom, that she said she needed money for groceries and he didn't have it. So he had to pawn some tools on the way home to give her money for groceries. Three kids at home. So does that put things in perspective?